Welcome all to the course of Data Communication Networking, BE 7th semester, Electronics and Communication Engineering. We are discussing a Unit 6, a network layer, and today we discuss a multicasting in the network layer. It is the last point and last topic of this unit. Fine. So let's start with our session with the multicasting. A point is IGMP. In the previous session, we have discussed various address mapping and error reporting protocol. Over here, we go for a multicasting. An IP protocol can be involved in the two types of communication, unicasting and multicasting. Unicasting is the communication between one sender and one receiver. It is a one-to-one communication. However, some process sometimes needs to send some message or a same message to a large number of receivers simultaneously. This is called as a multicasting, which is one-to-many communication. Multicasting has many applications. For example, multiple stakeholders can simultaneously be informed of changes in the stock price, or a travel agents can be informed of a plane cancellation. Some other application include a distance learning or a video on demand. Okay, so there are some examples. An Internet Group Management Protocol called as an IGMP, Internet Group Management Protocol, is one of the necessary but not sufficient, as we will see. This protocol that is involved in multicasting. IGMP is a companion of IP protocol. Following topic to be discussed in this point is group management, IGMP message and IGMP operations, encapsulation, and etc. So first is a group management. For multicasting in the internet, we need routers that are able to route a multicast packets. The routing tables of this router must be updated by using one of the multicasting routing protocols, as we will discuss in the previous chapter. IGMP is not a multicasting protocol. It is a protocol that manages a group memberships. In any network, there are one or more multicast routers that distribute multicast packet to the host or other routers. IGMP protocol gives a multicast routers informations about membership status of hosts connected to the network. A multicast router may receive thousands of multicast packets every day for different groups. If a router has no knowledge about the membership status of the host, it must broadcast all these packets. This creates a lot of traffic and consumes bandwidth. A better solution is to keep a list of a group in the network for which there is at least one loyal member. IGMP helps a multicast router create and update this list. So we can say that an IGMP is a group management protocol. It helps multicast router create and update a list of loyal members related to the each router interface. IGMP message has gone to the two versions, IGMP v2, the current version, and IGMP v2, that is has a three types messages: query, membership report, and leave report. There are two types of query message: general and special, as you can see in this figure. So it is a IGMP message type. IGMP message format. This figure shows an IGMP version 2 format message. A first field is type. This 8-bit field defines the type of the message. This table has a value of a type is shown in the both hexadecimal and binary notation over here. General or special query will 0x11, its value will be there, membership report and leave report. Next is maximum response time. The 8-bit field defines the amount of time in which a query must be answered. The value is tenths of second. For example, if a value is 100, it means a 10 second. The value is non-zero in a query message is set to the 0 in the other two message types. Checksum. This is a 18-bit field carrying the checksum. The checksum is calculated over the 8-byte message. Last, a group address. The value of this field is 0 for the general query message. The value defines the group ID in the specific query and the membership report and the leave report messages. Next is IGMP operation. IGMP operates locally. A multicast router connected to the network has a list of multicast address of a groups with at least one loyal member in the network. Fine. So it is displayed over here. For each group, there is a one router that has the duty of distributing the multicast packet designated for the group. This means that if there are 3 multicast routers connected to the network, their list of group IDs are mutually exclusive. For example, in this figure, only a router R distributes a packets with a multicast address of 225, 70, 8 and 20. A host or a multicast router can have a membership in a group. When a host has a membership, it means that one of its processes receives a multicast packets from some group. When a router has a membership, it means that a network connected to another interface receives this multicast packets. We say that the host or the router has an interest in a group. In both cases, the host and the router keep a list of a group IDs and relay their interest to the distributing router. For example, a router in this R is distributing router. There are two other multicast router R1 and R2. They are depending on the group of the list maintained by the router R over here. It could be a recipients of the router R with a network. Router R1 and R2 may be distributed for the sum of these groups in the other networks, but not this network. Fine. So there are some phenomena discussed for this IGMP operation. Let's see. First is a joining a group. A host or a router can join a group. A host maintains a list of a process that have membership in a group. When a process wants to join a new group, it sends a request to the host. The host adds the name of the process and name of the requested group to the list. If this is the first entry of this particular group, the host sends a membership report message. If this is not a first entry, there is no need to send a membership report. Since the host is already a member of a group, it already receives a multicast packet from this group. The protocol requires that the membership report be sent twice, one after another within a few moments. In this way, if the first one is lost or damaged, the second will replace it. So we can say that in IGMP, the membership report is sent twice, one after another. Second is leaving a group. When a host sees that there is no process is interested in the specific group, it sends a leave report. Similarly, when a router sees that none of the networks connected to the interfaces is interested in a specific group, it sends a leave report about the group. However, when a multicast router receives a leave report, it cannot immediately purge the group from its list because the report comes from the just one host or a router. There may be other hosts or a router that are still interesting in the group. To make sure, the router sends a specific query message and inserts the group ID or a multicast address related to the group. The router allows a specific time for any host or a router to respond. If during this time no interest membership report is received, the router assumes that there are no loyal members in the network and purges the group from this list. Next is monitoring membership. The host or the router can join a group by sending a membership report message. It can leave a group by sending a leave report message. However, sending these two types of reports is not enough. Consider the situation in which there is only one host interested in the group, but the host is shut down or removed from the system. The multicast router will never receive a leave report. How it is handled? The multicast router is responsible for the monitoring all the hosts or routers in the LAN to see if they want to communicate or want to continue their membership in the group. The router periodically sends a general query message. In this message, a group address field is set to 0.0.0.0. This means the query of the membership continuation is for all groups in which a host is involved, not just one. So we can say that a general query message does not define a particular group. Routers accepts the answers of each group in this group list. Even the new groups may respond. The query message has a maximum response time of 10 seconds. When a host or a router receives the general query message, it responds with a membership report if it is increased in a group. However, if there is a common interest, two hosts, for example, are interested in the same group, only one response is sent for the group to prevent unnecessary traffic. This is called as a delay response. Note that a query message must be sent only if the one router, normally a query router, also to prevent an unnecessary traffic. Last is a delay response. To prevent an unnecessary traffic, IGMP uses a delay response strategy. When a host or a router receives a query message, it does not respond immediately. It delays the response. Each host or router uses a random number of create time which expires between 1 to 10 seconds. The expiration time can be in steps of ones or less. A time is set for each group in this list. For example, the time for the first group may expire in 2 seconds, but the time for the third group may expire in 5 seconds. Each host or router waits until its timer has expired before sending a membership report message. During this waiting time, if the timer of the another host or a router for the same group expire earlier, the host or the router sends a membership report. Because, as we will see shortly, the report is a broadcast, the waiting host or a router receives the response report and knows there is no need for the send to duplicate a report for this group. Thus, the waiting station cancels its corresponding time. Okay, so it is some points in our IGMP operations. Next is ICMP version 6. We discussed IPv6 in the previous unit. Another protocol that is modification in a version of 6 of an TCP/IP protocol suite is ICMP version 6. This new version follows the same strategy and purpose in this version 4. IPv4 has been modified to make a more suitable for IPv6. In addition, some protocols that were independent in the version 4 are now part of the Internetworking Control Message Control Protocol or Internetworking Control Message Protocol ICMP version 6. Figure compares the network layer of the version 4 and version 6. In version 4 there are protocol IGMP, ICMP, ARP and RARP. In IPv6 the version is only ICMP version 6. Okay. The ARP and IGMP protocols are version combined in the ICMP v6. The RARP protocol dropped from the suited because it is rarely used in BootP. It has the same functionality. Just ICMP v4 we define ICMP message into two categories. However, each category has more types of message than before. So what are the two? Error reporting and query. So first is error reporting. As we saw in our discussion with version 4, one of the main responsibility of ICMP is to report errors. 5 types of errors are handled: destination unreachable, packet is too big, time exceeded, parameter problem and redirection. ICMP v6 from an error packet, which is an encapsulation IP datagram. This is delivered to the original source and failed program. This table shows the comparison of error reporting message of IPv4 and IPv6. The source squinch message is eliminated in 6 version, which is available in a 4, because the priority and the flow label field allows the router to control a congestion and discard the least important message. In this version, there is no need to inform the sender to slow down. The packet is too big message is added. Packet is too big is added over here, because the fragmentation is responsibility of the sender in a IPv6. If the sender does not make the right packet size decision, the router has no choice but to drop the packet and send an error message to the sender. So only 2 changes is there. One change is for source squinch and one change in packet is too big. So what is a destination unreachable in IPv6? The concept of destination unreachable message is exactly same described in our ICMP version 4. What is a packet too big? Source squinch is not available in version 6, so we not discussing the here. So we discuss the packet is too big. This is a new type of the message added in the version 6. If a router receives a datagram that is larger than the maximum transmission unit MTU size of the network, though which the datagram should pass, 2 things happen. First, the router discards the datagram and then ICMP error packet. The packet too big is sent to the source. Next is time exceeded. This is similar to the version of 4. Parameter problem is similar to the version 4, where redirection is the purpose of redirection message as same as in our version 4. Query. In addition of error reporting, ICMP can diagnose some network problems. This is accomplished to the query message. 4 different groups of a message have been defined: echo request and reply, router solicitation and advertisement, neighbor solicitation and advertisement, and group membership. This table shows the comparison between our version 4 and version 6. Two sets of the query message are eliminated over here. Yes, time step request and reply and address mask request reply is eliminated in this version. The time step request and reply messages are eliminated because they are implemented in other protocols such as TCP, and because they were rarely used in this past. The address mask request and reply messages are eliminated in the IPv6 because the subnet section of the address allows the subscriber up to 2 raised to 32 minus 1 subnets. Therefore, the subnet masking as defined in version 4 was not needed here. So, starting with discussion of echo request and reply, the idea and format of echo request and reply messages are same as those in our version 4. Then these two are skipped. Router solicitation and advertisement. The idea behind the router solicitation and advertisement message is the same as the version 4. Next is a neighbor solicitation and advertisement. As previously mentioned, the network layer in the version 4 contains the independent protocol called as an address resolution protocol, ARP. Over here, yes. In version 6, this protocol is eliminated and the duties are included in the ICMP version 6. The idea is exactly same, but the format of the message is changed. Last is group membership. As previously mentioned, the network layer is in this version 4 contains an independent protocol called as an IGMP. In version 6, this protocol is eliminated and its duties are included in the ICMP version 6. The purpose is exactly same. Fine. So it is a query for ICMP version 6. So it is the end of the session. Let's revise our discussion. We started our discussion with introduction of multicasting concept. Then we go for IGMP. We have discussed group management, IGMP message types. We have defined each message type, and then we go for IGMP message format. A particular type field have a hexadecimal and binary values. IGMP operation is briefly discussed, in which joining a group, leaving a group, monitoring membership and delay response has been discussed. After that, we introduce an ICMP version 6 and why we go for ICMP version 6 in IPv6. The comparison of network layers in the IP version 4 and version 6. Error reporting in ICMP version 6 where we eliminate the source quench in version 4. Query in ICMP version 6 where time step request and reply address mask request and reply is eliminated over here. So it is a question for you. So over here we complete our unit 6. From the next session we start a new unit called as an transport layer, unit 7. Okay, thank you students. See you in the next session.